watching the Sports and Political channel, LB. I'm the contributor. If you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share these videos on your social media platforms. Let's get down to business. In this particular video, we're talking about Kyle Rittenhouse, the teenage kid who went to a place he didn't live in to protect property he didn't own, shot two people, killed them in the process while maiming a third, through the kangaroo court, and pretty much with him getting to pick his own members of the jury, the judge rigging the trial in his favor. This rotten teenage scumbag is out of the woods when it comes to being convicted and sent to prison. Now, this rotten piece of trash will occasionally show up at a Turning Point USA event or at a CPAC gathering, but other than that, this bastard has kept a low profile, and for good reason. Now he's starting to take a page out of the George Zimmerman playbook, and now he's starting to target celebrities and athletes like a LeBron James because he felt like they're ruining his good name. Well, evidently he didn't watch the trial with Sarah Palin. When Sarah Palin, the failed pageant participant and failed vice president candidate with John McCain, she tried to sue a newspaper publication for defamation, and her defamation suit got tossed out of court. But I would expect an idiot like Kyle Rittenhouse to really understand the concept of that. But we're going to get into this article coming from the Daily Mail. Kyle Rittenhouse said he's renounced his Lakers fandom and now plans to sue their star player LeBron James as part of his attempt to go after everyone he claims defamed him before he was cleared of murder charges. Rittenhouse, who has said he wanted to hold major media and entertainment figures quote unquote accountable, was chiefly reacting to the NBA superstar's accusations that he faked his tears at Kenosha, Wisconsin courtroom during the trial. But you did fake your tears, motherfucker. I mean, it was already bad enough that the defense was coaching you while you were on the stand, which is like highly illegal, right? The judge let you pick your own goddamn jury members. You looked around and then you drummed up them goddamn tears like how a motherfucker drummed up a goddamn recipe on the fly at a goddamn restaurant. You piece of shit. Now, the teen took the stand in his own defense and became emotional when he talked about two men he killed and wounding a third during confrontations amidst anti-police protests in Kenosha back in August of 2020. He added he acted in self-defense. So I just don't understand. How can you get a gun through a straw purchase, right, which is illegal, right? You got a gun through a straw man purchase, and you went to a town saying that you were protected property, but no one can vouch for that. You couldn't get not one person to verify that you were there to protect property. Okay, Mr. Rotten Mouth. Now, James's tweet mocked Rittenhouse's tears to his 50 million followers. LeBron in the tweet said, "What tears? I didn't see one. Man, knock it off. That boy ate some lemon heads before walking to the court." Rittenhouse said he had stopped rooting for the Lakers after James's tweet. He said he liked LeBron back in December on the Blaze TV. And then he was like, you know what? F you, LeBron. I was a Lakers fan too before he said that. Last November, the 18-year-old was found not guilty in first-degree intentional homicide and other charges and walked out of court a free man. Now, speaking on that bitch-ass Tucker Carlson on Fox News, Rittenhouse said he wanted to hold major media and entertainment figures accountable, noting that he had talk show host Whoopi Goldberg set in his sights. He said we're looking at quite a few politicians, celebrities, athletes. Whoopi Goldberg's on the list. She called me a murderer after I was acquitted by a jury of my peers. She she went on to still say that, and there's others. He also revealed that Cenk Uygur, the founder of the Young Turks, is on his scope, adding that he continues to call me a murderer. But you did kill two people. So if you kill two people, don't that make you a murderer? Now, the Young Turks show is a liberal left wing news commentary on YouTube that additionally appears on selected television channels. What about the people who called you a white supremacist? Uh, it makes it pretty hard to get a job for the rest of your life when you're a white supremacist. Will you be responding to them? He's like, absolutely. We're going to hold everybody who lied about me accountable, such as everyone who lied about me, calling me a white supremacist. They are going to be held accountable and we're going to handle them in a courtroom. Okay, bitch, you're white supremacist. You can come sue me now. You are white supremacist. You hung out with the goddamn on Proud Boys, even though you said you know nothing about them, but you took pictures with them. Okay? Yeah. Shut your ass up, white supremacist. Now, Rittenhouse refused to be drawn on who else may become under fire from him, but there may end up being quite a list, including the President of the United States. Yeah, pretty ambitious. Now, as much as I don't like sloppy Joe Biden or whatever like that, because he's a white supremacist too, but um, yeah, you think you're a rock star, Kyle Rittenhouse? Now you're biting off more than you can chew. Okay? 2 months before Biden was elected president, he then criticized then President Trump for refusing to condemn people who are antagonists or who are against the Black Lives Matter riots as white supremacists. The tweet from then candidate, including an image from a video clip of Rittenhouse, who was 17 at the time of the shooting. There's no other way to put it. The President of the United States refused to disavow white supremacists on the debate stage last night. That's what Biden tweeted in 2020 in September. Now, after a jury determined that Rittenhouse did not act with utter disregard for human life when he shot two protesters, Biden delicately weighed in on the verdict, but walked back on his pre-election tweet. While the verdict in Kenosha will leave many Americans feeling angry and concerned, myself included, we must acknowledge that the jury has spoken. I urge everyone to express their views peacefully, consistent with the rule of law. Violence and destruction of property have no place in our democracy. At the time, Rittenhouse's lawyer, Mark Richards, said he was dismayed by Biden's depiction of him as a white supremacist. Well, he is. He is a white supremacist. I mean, he depends on white supremacy for every crumb of his daily bread. He hides behind white supremacy, right? He'd be the same one that talk tough, but when it comes to that action, boss, he acting like a little bitch looking for protection. And he hides behind all them same motherfuckers he claimed he don't know nothing about. Now, he said he never had a case, he don't think he ever will, where within 2 to 3 days of one another, the president and the presidential candidate comment on it. And both of them had such different beliefs. Now, Biden had said some other things. He think he's so incorrect and untrue. He's not a white supremacist. Yes, he is. I'm glad that he at least respects the jury verdict. That he don't want to see anyone else have to deal with what he went through. So so he wants to hold them accountable for what they did because he don't want to see anyone having to go through what he went through. Okay, fuck out of here. That's that bitch ass word splaining, right? What you went through. You motherfucker went there and shot and killed two people. No one made you do that. No one made you do that. You decided to do that on your own. White supremacist. And during Monday's night appearance, Rittenhouse announced that he'll be pursuing individuals through his media accountability project, through which he hopes to target those who spoke ill of him. The website begins with a video of Malcolm X with Rittenhouse reading a quote from the civil rights activist. See, that's the thing I hate about these white supremacists, man. They hate black people so much, yet they always cherry picking quotes from prominent black figures, whether it be Dr. King, whether it be Malcolm X. I thought you didn't like black people, motherfucker. You not a racist? You motherfuckers make me sick because all you motherfuckers do is call yourself, thumbing your nose up, calling us all kinds of shit under the sun. Meanwhile, you want to throw cherry pick quotes from prominent black figures in our face. And you got the nerve to tell me you're not a racist? Fuck out of here. The media is the most powerful entity on earth. They have the power to make the innocent guilty and to make the guilty innocent, and that's power. And that is power. Evidently, you don't understand how that applies to you because you are guilty and they made you have to be innocent. They made you out to look like you was out there defending property and protecting people when you did anything but that. They looked at you as a patriot when you're anything but that. Now you want to call yourself grifting? You want to call yourself trying to channel the inner workings of a George Zimmerman when he continued to terrorize that family and suing that family after he killed Trayvon Martin? Yeah, you don't have a leg to stand on, Kyle Rittenhouse. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. You don't get to speak on LeBron James, sir. Oh, I'm sorry. You're not a sir. You're a little bitch. You don't get to speak on LeBron James. Who are you? I was a LeBron fan until he said that. Yeah, fuck you, LeBron. Yeah, fuck out of here. Fuck you, bitch. The fact of the matter is, your trifling ass don't like black people. You don't. You claim that you're not a racist. You are. That's why you took your ass to Kenosha on that fateful night. What were you there for? And I don't want anybody tell me, oh, well, he has a job out in Kenosha. So the fuck what? How does that apply to why he went there with a fucking AR-15? He taking an AR-15 to the pool? So cut the bullshit. Well, his father lived there. Well, was he at his father's house that night when he was taking an AR-15, or did he drove from where he was at Illinois to get dang on Kenosha, Wisconsin, that fateful night? So before you come in to try to throw your little smoke screens and deflections and shit like that, recognize who you're talking to. You ain't talking to no fucking idiot. So don't treat me like one. Oh, bat your ass out of here like goddamn Ken Griffey Jr. do. You're not talking to no fucking idiot. So don't treat me like one. This motherfucker literally had the system rigged in his favor. This motherfucker should be rotting in jail as we speak, but he's not. When you got the judge basically letting you pick your jury members, and the judge took it upon himself to throw out the most important charge, which was the gun charge. When the judge took it upon himself to steer the case to its desired effect, you don't get to parade your ass around here acting like you're a free man and that people wronged you. No, you just had the system rigged in your favor, you motherfucking piece of shit. White supremacist piece of shit. So miss us with the dumb shit. Now, shout out to my brother Ticket TV Pro Basketball Updates. He did a video about this. Look, if you're watching this video, Ticket, look, ain't nothing to worry about. This goddamn lawsuit ain't going nowhere. This goddamn lawsuit ain't going nowhere. Now, these same motherfuckers that be running their mouth on TV talking shit about cancel culture and their First Amendment rights being violated and all this other bullshit, right? They just sit around here talking about, oh man, I'm gonna sue because he said something bad about me. I'm not a murderer. I gotta quit it. Yeah, the fuck out of here. That lawsuit ain't going nowhere. That lawsuit ain't worth the fucking paper it's written on. That shit is worth more you wiping your ass and flushing it down the toilet. This piece of trash right here, thinking he gonna sue everybody. He gonna go after LeBron and Whoopi Goldberg, but he not a racist, right? What about the other white people out there that was going after him, calling him a white supremacist and a murderer? He not going at Cenk Uygur. That's like the only guy he going after. So why Whoopi Goldberg and LeBron James names on the forefront? Huh? But you're not a racist, right? You're not a white supremacist. All right, Kyle Rittenhouse. Fuck out of here, you punk bitch. You guys let me know what y'all think. Right? Because this bastard, he'll keep a low profile because he's not going to fucking show his ass in random parts of the country. Outside of a CPAC, which is a conservative political action committee. Anytime they have one of these little get-togethers, he'll be there, right? With coming out there with all the pyro and his dusty ass suit and that fucking buck tooth and his 3 fucking chins, right? Looking like his ugly ass mama. Yeah, that's the face only a mother could love. His mom, not nobody else's. Or at some random ass turning point event when you got that desert rat Candace Owens leading the charge. Because that was another one. That stink pussy hoe. Now, if you hadn't seen my video of sticky vagina monologues, you want to check that video out. Because that bitch was running her mouth about LeBron James, calling him a low IQ individual. This bitch got some nerve calling somebody low IQ. And consider who the fuck she support. That ugly ass, mangy ass desert rat. That bitch. Anytime she get in front of them white supremacists that she be calling herself, you know, cutting the jig for, she always spouting off this nonsensical bullshit about somebody that's in the black community being low IQ. No, bitch, you're low IQ. And the people you hang around with are low IQ. And that same low IQ inbreds and motherfuckers that get involved in incest that you parading your fucking baby around, them motherfuckers are one calling your baby a monkey and a nigger and all this other dumbass shit. But you sit up there and take all that fucking nut on your face, you fucking 2-bit diddle gagger. This video is not suited for anyone under the age of 18. I repeat myself, this video is not suited for anyone under the age of 18. But you sit up there, Candace Owens, you 2-bit desert rat. You sit up there and parade this motherfucking buck-toothed barnacle around the goddamn United States like he's some patriot, like he's a real American hero. G.I. Joe! This motherfucker's a goddamn G.I. joke. There ain't nothing patriotic about this bastard. He's the very fabric of white supremacy. And you guys continue to prop up this rap bastard as he's something, which clearly a nothing, a peon, a piece of shit from the asshole of a camel that's sinking in the desert sands of Saudi Arabia, goddammit. That's who this motherfucker is. This motherfucker is nothing more than the shit that comes out of the ass of a camel. Tell me what you guys think. You're not a subscriber to this channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share these videos on your social media platforms. And last but definitely not least, shouts out to the mighty LDBC. I appreciate you, everyone that's watching this video. My brother Kevin Wedderburn in the building. My brother Maximus Royalty in the building. Appreciate y'all for coming on. I'm out this bitch. I'll catch y'all in another video. Smash the like, hit the subscribe. This your man. Scream at me. Hey!